What's up, guys? How are you? How was your Monday? It's cold as fuck here. I'm sure it's going to be cold as fuck everywhere. I know it's cold for a lot of y'all. I know everybody's preparing for snow. We just got like all of the big things here in Tulsa that we're going to have a nasty storm this weekend. So I told my kid, like, you're coming home Thursday. Like, just plan on it. We're going to do that. Gotta love it. And here earlier this week, last week, I was like, we're going to have a horrible warm winter. I don't think so. I think winter was like, hold my beer. And I probably just screwed us all. But that's okay. All right. So what are we doing? What are we doing this evening? We are... I like that. I'm putting these in some different order this evening because some of them tend to do some traveling. And I'm trying to make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah, I like it. I hope that you guys all had a good day. Did you guys know that we have crazy auroras this evening? Who else had panic problems today? Just saying. Who else had panic problems today? I am missing a bracelet. There it is. I was like, I am missing a bracelet. Like, where is the big old man pajama? There it is. There it is. There we go. Like that. I like that. I'm going to do some tiger's eye over here. All right, then. Some big announcements for later. You don't want to miss them. You know what? We're going to start with no rings. You have been warned. We're going to pull our own hair. And you've been warned. It is what it is. I don't have the sound up. I don't have anything. I'm braining, not braining. Let's see if this is too loud, yeah? Yeah? All right. Just like always, you can do these first few hand positions with me. The only thing that I ask is that you take a deep breath. That's it. Every time I say deep breath, take a deep breath. That's your only job. Deep breath. Start with the root tonight. We're going to start with the root chakra. All I want you guys to do is just kind of focus on the bottom. for the sacral? The answer is yes. I know we went through the root fast. We're going to go through most of these a little fast until we get to the third eye and the crown. Because if we've got these huge geomagnetic storms going on, everybody's third eye and crown is off. All right, we ready for the solar plexus? I mean, the answer is yes. I don't even know why I'm saying are you ready for the solar plexus? But here we go. Ready? Just breathe. I want you to focus a little bit above your belly button, right? Like about this far above your belly button, okay? Up here by my chest, but it'll be all right. All right, now we're going to work on the heart chakra. Yeah? Yeah, here we go. Deep breath. On the throat chakra. Yes. How many of you guys spent the day just being quiet? On the third eye. We're going to do a little different because of the geomagnetic storm that's going on. Words aren't my friend. Because of the geomagnetic storm going on, we're not going to turn the dial, okay? I'm just going to kind of even it out. Does that make sense? Because no matter who you are, I don't care if you're in the spiritual woo-woo world or not. When these things hit, they cause headaches. They just do. They cause nausea, they cause anxiety, all of that stuff, right? It's going to fuck with this. It's going to fuck with your intuition, your gut feeling, whatever you call it. It's going to fuck with it. So all we're going to do is just kind of level that out. Okay, that's it. Ready? I just want you to focus in the middle of your forehead. That's it. We're still working on the third eye. Just breathe. move on to the crown, okay? All I want you to do is focus right here, like right in the middle of the top of your noggin. That's it, okay? Everybody just got really heavy. Or is it just me? Could just be me. Just breathe. Just breathe. All right, we're gonna work a little bit just kind of pulling things together, because this is all this geomagnetic storm is hitting right now, which means that everybody feels like shit. You're either on a high or a low, it doesn't matter. So I just wanted to kind of help you guys pull yourself together a little bit so you can actually rest after this. All right, just breathe. About 9 o'clock, in about 15 minutes, I'm going to make an announcement for those of you guys that would like to learn this type of Reiki. So mods, don't talk about it just yet. Breathe. Breathing. Did you see me mess up there? Usually I'm right on the beat. My timing's off tonight too. If you guys had to assign a color to what it is that you feel right now, what would that color be? What would that color be? If you had to assign it a color, what would it be? Blue seems to be winning over on TikTok so far. Green is winning on YouTube so far. Interesting. Now orange is winning. Okay. Now that I'm watching what you guys are all feeling, what color you would assign it, why would you assign it that color? Why would you assign it that color? Why did you say the color you said? And if you're watching this on YouTube after it's been recorded, I would love to know what color you're feeling right now. Just take a deep breath. I'm going to do Reiki only about till 9 o'clock today. So only about 10 more minutes. Then I'm going to make some announcements and then we're going to start reading for the Zodiacs. I have had a rough day as well, just like y'all, with the headaches, the anxiety, all of that. It's been rough with me as well today. So I'll be a little tired. It's been a long day. So I definitely want to do my favorite part because I feel like everybody needs to hear something good. So if you guys are new to watching me and you don't know what my favorite part is, I just want you to put something in the chat that you need to hear. Maybe it is that you needed to hear it when you were at your lowest. Maybe you just feel like someone else needs to hear it right now. So that way people that are just scrolling by can log in and see what they see. And for those of you guys watching on TikTok where the comments are going so fast, take a screenshot and see what comes up. See what you need to hear. me this is not y'all's favorite part too. I love the things I'm seeing in the chat this evening. I really and truly do. I love it. I'm watching the comments on YouTube. I'm watching the comments on TikTok. I know they're going really fast, so I'm not seeing all of them. Like, they're going super fast this evening. I really and truly appreciate that all of you guys are taking the time to put something good in the chat, because everyone needs it. Everyone needs it right now. I don't care where you're from, where you live, who you are. Everyone needs it. Everyone needs it. And it makes me happy that so many of you guys are adding what you, I'm just saying, what you feel like someone needs to hear of. Here. I was reading a comment while I was talking. Just breathe. Those of you guys that took a screenshot, I hope that you saw exactly what it was you needed to hear. What you guys don't realize is, those of y'all that put something in the chat, you just made a difference in somebody's life. What you put in the chat just made a difference in someone right here sitting here's life, because they screenshotted what you said, and what you said is exactly what they needed to hear. Think about that. Think about that. You just actively changed somebody's life. You just actively made somebody's life better. Look at you changing the world. Look at you. think this is probably a good place to kind of pause before the music starts up again and gets really loud and we all really want to like just jump around. And my arms are already rubber today, so I apologize. The big announcement I want to make before you guys skedaddle, because some of you are going to. I haven't done a Reiki symposium in a while because of people. I am announcing this evening that there's a Reiki symposium coming up in February, a month from tomorrow. Yes, you can pay it out. Yes, you can totally pay it out. But it is all 3 Reiki levels, 1, 2, and 3 of Omni Reiki, which is what I do. It does not get you to master teacher level. I have not done that yet. But it will be 1, 2, and 3 all in one weekend. You can RSVP on my profile. I will send you an invoice. You can pay it out. It is held on Zoom and it is recorded. So that way you can watch it at any time. So if you got to work or you get sick or whatever, you can watch it at any time. So if you guys want to do that, get in on it. Yeah, there is also a big live sale this weekend. It's been a while since I've done a live sale. And this one is very interesting. This is a lot of stuff that I found in boxes that either needs homes, a lot of cool candles, a lot of goodies, a lot of my own stuff that I was unpacking boxes and going, I haven't seen this in 2 years. Obviously, I don't need it anymore. It's not mine. So, you do have to register for it. You do need to have a seat number. That way I have your shipping address, your email, all that. I ain't got to chase you down. But, I actually feel better. Even though I'm tired, maybe I just needed that release a little bit. Maybe I just needed that release. Maybe I needed it and you guys didn't even know I needed it. I'm just saying. I feel better. It has been a crazy day. It's been a crazy day. I have a hair or something poking me in the eyeball. It has been a crazy day. I've gone through some insane anxiety today. Had to call my bestest friend to get me out of it. Like it was rough. It was rough. So I know that y'all have all had insane days. If it got me to the point that, I mean, I was a mess earlier today. So I know everybody was. I see a lot of you guys asking on both platforms. If you'd like to register for the Reiki Symposium, it is an RSVP. I will send you an invoice via PayPal so you can pay it out. You can pay it with credit card. You can pay it with whatever, okay? If you would like to pre-register for the live sale, there is also a thing on my website. You can go, you just put all your information in, etc. You will choose a seat number, and that is what you will bid with or claim stuff with. So, yeah. See, I see a lot of you guys had rough days. Aw. Thank you for joining Bodhi's Roadies over there. I appreciate that. Don't forget, for those of you guys that follow me on TikTok, make sure that you follow me everywhere. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, all the things. I'm just out of curiosity. We're going to pull this card. A card keeps coming out. I haven't even said I'm drawing for any Zodiac sign yet. And this card keeps coming out. Maybe not this one, but a card keeps coming out. Motherfucker shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I truly did not expect to see one of the worst cards in the deck. I truly did not expect to see the freaking Abaddon card. Pestilence, malice, corruption. I truly did not expect to see that. I truly did not expect to see that. Like, I expected it to be something about, like, calm down, ground yourself, ancient wisdom. I really expected it to be that. Not. I don't even want to put it back in the deck. Like, I don't even want to put it back in the deck. This is one of the nastiest cards in this deck. This is Malice, Pestilence, and Corruption. Like, it is one of the only cards in this deck. Actually, I think the only card in this deck that has all negative things on it. Because even the set card in this deck has Ambition, which isn't always negative. But yeah, Malice, Pestilence, and Corruption. There's nothing good about that. There's nothing good about that. Like, there's nothing good about that. I mean, I see a lot of you guys correlating this to the world right now, and you're not wrong. So we are going to put it right smack dab in the middle of the deck, and we are going to move on. And we are not going to have any feral zodiac signs. We're not going to have any feral zodiac signs. Capricorn, don't let me down. Capricorns, don't let me down. We're about to go out of Capricorn season into Aquarius season. If you guys have never watched me, I feel bad because I was like, ah! Like, that was like instant reaction when I saw that card. I apologize. If you've never watched me, first of all, I cuss a lot some days. Apparently today is going to be that day. I read for the Zodiacs every Monday after a Reiki session. Normally I go a lot longer with Reiki. Tonight I didn't because my arms are rubber because I had a rough day anxiety-wise. I always start with Capricorn and go around, so my sweet little Sagittariuses, you guys are last but not least, okay? I'm not going to lie, I'm really afraid to turn this card over. We're going to do it together. We're going to do it together. This is the Capricorn's anchor card. We're going to do it together. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Oh, sweet. The Red Shepherd. Okay, so that is just reward. Woo! Just reward. Respite, evaluation. And then you had two cards that come out together, Capricorns. So, ooh, good fortune. I am down with that. Not going to be mad at all. And then we have creativity. Woo, I'm down. Capricorns, this is a great week for you. This is a great week for you. This is a week of you being a lucky little shit. This is a week of like everything kind of just rolling your way. This is a week of your creative juices being through the roof. This is a week of, the evaluation. The reason I said that last is because I don't feel like that is the biggest thing on the cards for Capricorn this week. I feel like it's just reward. I also feel like it's a little bit of a rest, if that makes sense, but only because last week was so weird. And because this new moon was this new moon was a mass reset for everyone. I'm kind of waiting to see the fallout of it over the next couple of days with the world itself, because this new moon was intense as shit. And Capricorns, what this tells me right here is that you are back to, you did a huge evaluation of yourself over this new moon, over the last 3 days. With this evaluation, you kind of picked a moment in time and went, I want to be like that again. Like, you picked a moment in time and said, this moment in time, this version of me was a me where I felt powerful as shit. This was a me where I felt like I was on it. And that is what you decided you're going to get back to. You said, you know what? I know that, you know, I'm a little older, I'm a little wiser, I know some things and some stuff. Now, it's almost like a reset, but knowing what you know, when people say, oh, well, what would you do if you could do it all again, but know what you know now? That's kind of the Capricorn feel this week, okay? This is an amazing reset, but you already know all the things. If you guys, let me pause here. If you guys have a Capricorn in your life, whether this is a significant other, friend, kids, coworker, parent, etc., know that you're going to ask them repeatedly how much caffeine they've had this week, okay? The Capricorns are not in the mood to sit down. They are not in the mood to pause. They are not in the mood to sleep. They are not in the mood to stop. They are not in the mood to do anything that doesn't involve them moving forward. They are not in the mood to do anything that doesn't involve, like, go, 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 go. So y'all are going to be asking them repeatedly, how much caffeine have you had? How much caffeine has you had? Sorry, my Oklahoman came out. How much caffeine have you had? And when they go, actually none, you're going to call them a liar, okay? You're going to call them a fibber. But Capricorns, you truly feel that this new moon was a huge reset for you. No matter how this, geomagnetic storm that's going on tonight, no matter how this made you feel today, no matter how you feel right now in this moment on Monday night, this was a major reset for you. So this is not just you're back on your bullshit. This is you're back on your bullshit and new bullshit at the same time. Okay? This is going to be a phenomenal week. Capricorn, this good fortune card right here tells me that this not only is a good week for you, but this is a good week for you to look at money, at budgets, at your next month, 6 months, etc. So if you have been wanting to sit down and do a budget, Capricorn, this is the week. This is the week. If you have been curious about maybe savings, investments, all of that stuff, this is the week to do that, Capricorns. You are on it. You are tuned in to where you want to go, what you want to be when you grow up, all of those things. This is a phenomenal financial week for you, Capricorns. A great financial planning week for you, Capricorns, which I know makes every one of you happy. Because if y'all don't know anything about Capricorns, the first thing in the Capricorn whole world that you don't fuck with is their money. Money, family, sleep. That's what you... You don't fuck with those things with Capricorn. Money, family, sleep. But Capricorns, this is a very powerful week for you, okay? This is a great week for you to plan out the rest of the year. If you've been putting off planning stuff with your job, if you've been putting off planning deadlines for projects, etc., great week. If you have been considering starting a business, this is a great week to get that off the ground. Look at the numerology of that too, though. Don't just go, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Look at the numerology of it. But Capricorn, I'm just saying, this is a great week for you. The creativity is through the roof with you guys. Write this shit down. You think you're going to remember Capricorn, but you're not. Write this shit down. We all old. We all forget shit. I don't care how old you are. We all old. We all old souls at this point. I feel like over the last 5 years, 6 years, we as a collective souls have all gone through like 100 years of shit. Anybody else feel like that? Anybody else feel like there's no old souls left in the world? Or no young souls left in the world? We're all old souls at this point. We're all old and grizzled, right? Capricorns, phenomenal week for you. Phenomenal week for you. This is also going to be a week when you're going to be asked for advice about a lot of things in your life that you have overcome, that you have dealt with. So don't be surprised when that happens. And here's the thing, Capricorn, you're going to get a little frustrated because the person that's going to ask you, and it's probably going to be more than one person, the person that's going to ask you about this advice, like, hey, I know you went through this. What would you do? What would your advice be, etc. You're going to get irritated because they've already asked you a couple of times and they haven't listened to a word you've said. So them asking you again is going to kind of piss you off. Answer them. They're actively in a place where they can listen and they can hear you and they need the help. Not that they didn't need it before, but this time they actively need it. Like they had this full moon experience just like you did. So when they ask you for advice this week, give it to them, okay? You're going to be pissed, all right? Internally, you're going to be like, mother. You already asked me this 6 times. Like, you're going to be like that, okay? But give them the advice, all right? Give them the advice, Capricorns, all right? Pause for a minute. Give them the advice, all right? Stones for Capricorns. I'm going to give you 2 red ones this week. I'm going to give you carnelian and garnet. Carnelian and garnet. I am highly going to recommend a protective stone as well. Anything black will go great with garnet, will go great with carnelian, but carnelian and garnet. Animal's a little different. Y'all are the snow leopard this week. Y'all are the snow leopard this week. Been a while since I looked up what the snow leopard is. Aquarius, we are not going to do multiple anchor cards. Okay? Okay. Aquarius. I know y'all are excited because it's almost your birthday season. I understand. I'm going to need you to breathe, okay? I'm gonna need you to breathe, okay? Y'all got all excited because it's Aquarius season in just a couple days. I get it. All right. I'm gonna need you to collectively woo-saw, okay? The ageless, healing, graciousness, and acceptance. All right. Okay. Then you have concealment upside down. And then you also have blessed day upside down. I must have had my deck upside down. I did, but that's how they came out. And that's how we're holding it. Concealment upside down and blessed day upside down. I know that when I said that, every Aquarius in here went, oh no. Woo-saw, bitches, okay? Woo-saw is okay. Now, the only reason I say that it's okay is because the Ageless is a great card. This is acceptance, it's graciousness, it's healing. This week is going to be really interesting for you, Aquarius, because this is a week of, I almost said highs and lows, but that's not right. Highs and mediums. There we go. Highs and mediums. Okay? Your energy and your mood is going to be about medium and high. There's no real lows this week for you. Now, unlike the Capricorns, you are completely happy to sit down and chill out. You are completely happy to go to bed early. You are completely happy to sleep in. You are completely happy to be lazy. Like, you are completely happy, okay? Unlike the Capricorns, who are not going to sit still. But, Aquarius, this week is just a little different for you in that it's been a while since your energy and your mood was up here, and you're going to feel like something's wrong. You're going to feel like something's wrong. Because you're just going to be in a great mood, be happy, like all these things, right? And you are going to feel like with everything going on in the world that you shouldn't be this happy, that you shouldn't be this excited, that you shouldn't whatever. Right now, I'm not saying there's not going to be anything bad happen this week because, I mean, we're all human and we all know how the world is. And with the weather everywhere, I'm just saying, okay? But you guys are strangely happy about everything. This is also a week where you are out of your comfort zone. The concealment upside down tells me you are out of your comfort zone on purpose this week. I know every Aquarius in here is like, the fuck you say? You are out of your comfort zone on purpose. My nose is itching. Somebody's talking about me. You are ready to go new places. You are ready to try new things. You are ready to be different. You are ready to do things that you wouldn't normally do. So, for example, if you are somebody that you don't like to go eat by yourself, expect to be like, you know what, I'm going to go have lunch by myself today, one day this week. If you are somebody that you don't like to cook, expect to be like, I'm going to cook this massive meal. Like, I'm just saying, okay, Aquarius, it's going to be one of those weeks where you do something on purpose. And it's something in your gut. You're like, I need to go do this. And you go do it that you never, ever would do. But you go do it. Okay? it's going to be a really good week for you. Now, the blessed day card upside down. You're going to have a day this week. I'm going to say this is probably Thursday or Friday. That is going to be not great. Okay? It's going to be not great. But for some odd reason, you are going to be grinning through this day. Like, it's weird, okay? It's going to be a day where normally you would be like, you know what? Fuck all this. I'm going home. Like, it would be that kind of day. But you sit there and grin through it. And so everybody suddenly, like, let's just say this is at work, right? Crazy, crappy day at work. But you're sitting there happy and grinning. And everybody at work is suddenly like, oh shit. Home, same thing. This is going to be a week of odd happenings for you. But these are things that you have been working on for a long time. And I think that even when they're happening, you're going to have that little moment, that little registration moment of, oh my God, I'm eating by myself. Oh my God, I'm doing this. Oh my God, I'm doing that. But it won't hit you until like the next day or later, right? Where you're like, holy shit, I went and did that by myself. It's that kind of week, Aquarius. All right? I am going to say, I want to make sure to point out the concealment upside down. All right, come here. This is also going to be a week, Aquarius, where the people that have actively been working against you are going to 100% come right out of the woodwork. Right in your face. In fact, they'll probably say something that they didn't mean to say right in front of you. Maybe you have a coworker that's been trying to throw you under the bus. Maybe they just happen to come out in a meeting and be like, oh, well, that... It will be somebody that has actively been working against you, and they're going to come right out and be like, oh yeah, by the way, blah, blah, blah. And then guess what's going to happen? You're going to feel like a powerful shit because I know that y'all did a working last week to reveal who the fuck was working against you. Just saying what I'm saying, Aquarius. For those of you guys that have Aquarius in your life, especially if this is a significant other, expect to be worried that they're a little evil this week. Expect to be worried that they're a little bit evil this week. Your Aquarius is a little bit evil this week. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. But Aquarius, this is a great week for you. It really is, okay? Stones for Aquarius. Prehnite and blue aragonite. Blue aragonite is pretty easy to find. Seriously, pretty easy to find. Prehnite is very easy to find. If you cannot find blue aragonite, I am going to say blue apatite is the next best thing. You are the elephant this week. You are the elephant this week. Pisces. Where's my lovely little Piscesians at? Out of curiosity, while I'm drawing this card, because I saw that a lot of you answered when I said it feels like the last several years were 100 years. If you could put a year, number of years, on how long 2025 was for you, what would it be? On how long 2025 felt like for you, what would it be? Just out of curiosity, what would it be? Like some of you guys are all the way like 500 fucking years, man. That's funny. Come on, that's funny. I'm watching the comments on both platforms and it's funny. January has felt like 2 years already. I am not going to lie. For me, 2025 felt simultaneously like an entire lifetime and also a week. I don't know how to explain that, but in it felt like an entire lifetime, that whole year. And then when I look back at it, it's like, yeah, we aged a lot. Somebody said we aged a lot. It did feel like a decade or more. That was insane. All right, Pisces. Pisces, all the Pisces are like, we gave you our cards really easy. You should turn them over. All right, here we go, Pisces. The Eternal Servitor. Hope, incompleteness, and yearning. And then you have safe travel. And then you have leadership. This is an interesting week for Pisces. Pisces, you guys this week, y'all are the grown-up in the room. Y'all are the grown-up in the room. What? Pisces, you're the grown-up in the room. This is a week where you just feel the need to, and not in a shitty way, you feel the need to take charge. You feel the need to be like, hey, look, I'm just going to do this, okay? You feel the need to be in a leadership position. Doesn't mean you're going to stay there, but you feel the need to just take charge of some things. Whether it's you seeing, somebody dropping a project at work, whether it's you seeing, at home, the normal, we all know at home there's always an adult and then there's the other parent. There's the adult and then there's not, right? You see that the adult is falling apart this week. You see, in your family and friend groups, etc., like you feel the need to kind of be the leader this week, and not in a, we all, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. We all know those people that they just want to be in charge. They don't know what they're doing. They just want to be in charge to be in charge. That is not you this week, Pisces. Because yours is not like an outward like, oh my God, just let me do it. Yours is not like that. You just do it. Like you just do it, right? A lot of you Pisces already just do this naturally, but this is a week where people notice. People notice. So if you are the one at work that always picks up the slack, if you are the one that always picks up the projects after someone else has fucked them up, you're going to get noticed for that this week, okay? But in doing this, in this week being that you are kind of the adult and you are picking up the leadership aspect and just fixing some things, you're going to realize that there's a lot of you that feels 100% incomplete. And some of these things that you're going to pick up and fix are going to be things that you've done for a long time, things that you love, whether it's job, family, etc. It's all things that you love. So when you decide, because it's just a little thing like, you know what, I'll do it. When you do that, in the midst of it, you're going to have these emotions like, I really hate this. Why am I doing this? Like you're going to feel this need for a big, huge change and shift. This is not the week for that change and shift. Next week, I have a feeling will be. But the safe travel right here tells me that this is, and the incompleteness, this is a week where you realize two things. The vast majority of you are going to realize that you no longer are happy where you are. Whether it's job, family, whatever, home, where you live, whatever. You are going to realize that you are no longer happy. And this is not just, oh man, my car's turning into a clunker and I'm not happy with it anymore. That is not that kind of feeling, okay? That is, I am completely unhappy in my life and I didn't realize I was this unhappy. The other part of this, the other side of this is, now some of you are going to feel that way. 98%, 99% of you Pisces are going to feel that way. The other 1%, it's not going to hit you until like Sunday or Monday. The other part of this is that you guys are all going to look around and just feel disconnected. I know that I used to just think it was because, you know, in the spiritual realm, you just start to feel disconnected when you go through awakening. And then I was like, you know, it's because my life, my day-to-day is nothing like it used to be. It's not a normal 9 to 5, like it's crazy and blah, blah, blah. So I'm disconnected from normal people. But this is different, Pisces. You are going to just be looking around this week and feel disconnected. Like everything is just stretched away from you a little bit. People, places, home, etc. Just like stretched, okay? It's not going to be a bad week, but it's just an eye-opening week for you. So for those of you guys that have Pisces in your life, know that this is going to be a week where they are a little stoic. They are a little reserved. They're not your normal Pisces. They're not your normal Pisces, okay? They're fine. They're okay. So when they're like, I'm just thinking, you know, like I'm just braining through some things, that's what they're doing. But Pisces, this is definitely a week where you are really, really disenchanted with things around you. My advice is going to be careful, because I also know how you Pisces are, and I also know that this is something that you get emotional about. And when you get emotional about, that means that you make big snap changes, and this is not the week for that. This is not the week for that, Pisces, okay? So when you have these thoughts, when you have these things, thank you for that whisper, when you have these like, you know what? Fuck this shit. When you have that moment, it's not the moment to go quit your job. It's not the moment to just pack your car up and drive somewhere. It's not that moment, okay? It's not that moment, Pisces. This is a great week to make plans to do that. Maybe next week or the week after is when you do that, okay? I'm just saying. If you need emotional support, people, we've all got you, Pisces. We've all got you, okay? But I know how you are. I know how you are. It's going to be a very stoic week for you. It's also going to be a life-changing week for you. Okay? Someone's for Pisces. I'm going to say smoky quartz and citrine. Smoky quartz will help take all those negative things and make it into something better. Citrine is happiness, luck, etc. But I also like the two of those together, the yellow and the black together, because of the contrast. Where is that ring? I was going to say, I bought myself for Christmas a ring that is citrine and smoky quartz. It's a fantastic pairing, and for the energy that you guys kind of have this week, that's going to be fantastic. That's going to be fantastic for you guys, okay? It's going to be fantastic for you guys. You guys are the chimpanzee this week. No. Yeah, that's what I said. That's the first one that came out of my mind. That's the first one. Y'all are the chimpanzee this week, okay? Okay. All right. Where's my Aries at? Where's my Aries at? There are coupons out for this week on my link tree. All of the events for this week are up. So if you guys have been waiting on a birth chart read, those are this week. If y'all have been waiting on starseed reads, those are this week. Aries, y'all are a little reserved. Y'all were a little reserved. We'll finish up jars on Friday. Still have time to order a jar. I'm a little hesitant to turn these over. Aries are usually like this with their cards. I'm a little hesitant. The Morrigan. Opposition. Introspection, revenge. Okay, mindfulness. All right, all right. I was going to be like, oh, shit. Mindfulness. And Luna. Oh. This new moon really affected you in a deep way, didn't it? It affected you a little deeper than you thought it was going to, didn't it, Aries? It affected you in a very, very deep ass way. Okay. Aries. The introspection here is intense. The introspection this week is intense. Like my eye twitching, it's intense. Aries, you are uncharacteristically quiet this week. You are Start over. You are uncharacteristically reserved this week. You are very careful in choosing your words. You are very careful in choosing what you say, what you do, where you go, what you wear. Like you are very, very, it's almost like you feel that every single decision you make on a second to second basis will change the entire outcome of everything in the world. You guys are super introspective about everything. I fully expect Aries to be ready to clean out their closets this week. Go clean out the garage. Even though it's cold as fuck and you don't want to get out there. You are in the mood to get rid of a lot of shit. I'm actually going to discourage you from that, Aries, okay? I'm actually going to discourage you from that. Because a lot of the things, now I'm not saying don't make yourself a list, but a lot of the things that, a lot of the things you're going to want to get rid of are things you don't need to get rid of. This is also going to include people, Aries. This is also going to include people. You're going to catch yourself looking over at friends, significant others, etc. and being like, I don't know about you. So if you catch your Aries going like this at you, looking at you sideways, don't be like, what? Don't, what's up? Don't do that, okay? But know that that's going through their head. Aries, man, y'all are just suspicious of everything. I will say this. Your intuition is also on point this week, Aries. Not only is it on point, but trust it. Okay? If your gut is like, you need to take a mental health day today. You don't need to be out on the road today. If your gut says, hey, I know you normally go here on Wednesdays for lunch, you should not. If your gut says you should stay 5-10 minutes late on Thursday or what, I'm serious. Trust your gut because it is on point this week. Not with people. Not with people, because I just said you're going to be looking sideways at some of your favorite people. Not with people, but with movement, with things, with especially with leaving on time, being late, staying late, especially with time. You are very, very in tune with everything. So if your gut is like, you know what, if I leave at my normal time from work, I just don't feel right about that, I'm going to stay 10 minutes, do it. Okay? We would rather you be here, be cool, be safe, than be like, no, I got to get home. Okay? So if your Aries says, hey, I'm going to leave like 5 minutes early, or I'm going to leave like 5 minutes late, be safe, dude. Love you. You know what I mean? Like, if your Aries comes to you and says, hey, I don't know that you should leave right now. Or I had a dream that, you know, you were at this intersection and this happened. If your Aries comes to you with something travel-wise, time-wise, listen. Listen. Because y'all are tuned in to just time this week. Y'all are tuned in to time this week, Aries, okay? Let that sink in. This is an introspective week for you. You're very tuned into just time itself this week, and you're just looking at everything around you. Okay? You're looking at everything around you. Yeah. Stones for Aries. Hematite. Hematite and pyrite. Hematite and pyrite. Yeah, hematite and pyrite. You guys are the owl this week. Yeah. You guys are the owl this week. That was a little heavy there. That was a little heavy there, Aries. I don't really know. I don't know what to think about that. Where's my Tauruses at? Where's my Tauruses at? Make sure that you guys are following me everywhere. Make sure you're following your favorite creators everywhere. Why is I feel like that is a thing? As you guys know, TikTok turns completely over to the new ownership on the 21st, which is day after tomorrow. So nobody really knows. I don't expect much to change. But I mean, stranger shit has happened. So please make sure that you're following all of your favorite creators everywhere. On Inbulk, which is the 1st of February, we will be having a massive YouTube drive for you guys to follow me over there. There will be goodies, there will be giveaways, there will be all those things. So please make sure that you are ready for that. Are we ready, Taurus? Y'all watched me shuffle. Y'all watched me shuffle. Y'all also have the Morrigan. And then you have balanced emotions. And then you have financial security. Oh, you are about revenge this week. It's not so much opposition. It's not so much introspection like the Aries. You guys are, about revenge this week. But the thing is, the revenge is not you needing to get revenge. It's karma happening in front of you. The revenge that you see this week is karma happening in front of you. Okay? What I love about this is that this is something that's been such a long time in the making. A long time in the making. Like something that you thought may never, ever happen. Whether it's the bitch at work gets fired, the baby daddy goes to jail, whatever the fuck it is. It's something that has been a long time coming, okay? And when it happens, it's something that's needed to happen for so long. But you're going to kind of sit down and be like, you're going to kind of sit down and just have your mind like, it's going to do two things. One, now you're going to feel kind of a hole because you've been doing all these workings, all these manifestations, all of the things. You're going to be doing all of these things, right? You've been doing them for so long. And now they work. They happened. And now you don't know what to do, right? Okay? It's kind of like in The Princess Bride when Inigo Montoya gets the six-fingered man and he's like, I don't know what to do. I've been in the revenge business for so long. That's kind of how the Tauruses are this week, right? The other thing is, y'all are going to feel so fucking powerful. It's not even funny. Because if y'all don't know anything about Tauruses, I love that I've been live for an hour and 13 minutes as I look up at YouTube as I'm saying this. If y'all don't know anything about Tauruses, it is that you give them a little bit of confidence and they can run the world. You boost their confidence just a little tiny bit, and that Taurus will absolutely run the world. They will. They will run the world. I am here for this energy because you also have balanced emotions and you have financial security. So what I love about these two is that after this karmic thing happens in front of you, you're going to spend the rest of the week on like a high, basically, looking at where you've been, where you want to go, what you need to do to get where you want to go, and pay attention to the things that your gut tells you to do this week, Taurus, because it might be something stupid, right? It might be something absolutely stupid. Pay attention, because there's a lot of these things that are going to be a catalyst for massive financial windfalls to come in, okay? There's also going to be a lot of times this week, Taurus, where you might just find extra change, a $5 bill in the dryer, like something like that, and know that that is the universe just kind of being like, I'm here, I hear you, I'm here, I hear you. It's the universe trying to make sure that you know it's got your back. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? This is a really good week for you, Taurus. It is. For those of you guys that have Tauruses in your life, know that they're going to be a little bit quiet the first part of this week, and this weekend they're going to be like their normal crazy selves. I'm just letting you know. They're going to be their normal, like, over-the-top crazy selves. So when they're quiet, just make sure they have all their foodie foods that they like. Have their snuggly blankets. If you're in a place where you're about to get a lot of snow, make sure that your Taurus has all their favorite snacky snacks, okay? Stones for Taurus. Moldavite if you got it, bitches. I'm going to say sodalite and howlite for the Tauruses. And if you have a big piece of sodalite with a lot of the white veins in it, even better. I want to give you a Pokemon, but that's not a good animal. Y'all are the squirrel this week. You evil little shits. No, I'm just kidding. I wanted to give you Pikachu. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all are the squirrel this week. Okay. Y'all are the squirrel this week. All right, Geminis. Where's my lovely little Geminis that are trying to draw a whole bunch of weird cards out of nowhere? Let's not do that, Geminis. Absolutely not. That's like 10 cards. Ugh. I see you over there, Gemini. Make sure I have my deck the right side up. Gemini. Didn't last week? Why do I feel like last week y'all kept trying to draw a whole bunch of cards as well? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? The Leper King. Bravery, faith, and self-discipline. Learn the truth. And banish a curse. You have someone fucking with you, Geminis. Alright, don't hate me because I'm just a messenger, but y'all actively have to be the adult this week, okay? You have to be your own adult this week. You actually have to do things. You have to learn how to do things. You have to be ready to do things. And not just the shit that you like to do, okay, Geminis? You have to start getting things ready for some reason for the latter part of this year. I don't know why, but y'all need to start preparing for the latter part of this year. So you are feeling the need to like rat hole all of these things. You're feeling the need to stash money. You're feeling the need to bulk up. You're feeling the need to like bulk up. I mean like get a whole bunch of shit. You're feeling the need to stockpile. You're feeling the need to make sure there's a whole bunch of things done at the house and so on or whatever. You are just feeling the need to prepare and you don't know for what. So for those of you guys that have a Gemini in your life and suddenly they're like, I bought like 10 cases of toilet paper. And you're like, what? You know, like, just know that it's gonna be a thing, okay? Gemini, just be mindful of your wallet, okay? Because it's not the first yet. So I'm just to be mindful of your wallet. But this is also a week, Gemini, where there's going to be a lot of signs about what has been fucking with you. And I said it that way on purpose. You guys have someone that has been fucking with you and they have either created like an egregore of you, you know, like made people think something different of you, or they have created something they've just been lying about you for a long time. Like that's basically the gist of it. They've been lying about you for a long time, Gemini, and that all comes to a head this week. Now, here's the thing. I don't think that you need to argue with this person or anybody this week. People are going to see what they need to see this week. There we go. People are going to see what they need to see about you this week. So if somebody has been bad-mouthing you and you haven't known it, guess what? You're going to know it this week. If somebody has been bad-mouthing you and you know it, but you just don't know who it is, you're going to find out. If somebody's been bad-mouthing you and you know it and you know who it is, they're going to get theirs this week. Like, y'all are going to see not only who it is that's been doing this, but how bad it's become. And at the same time, my advice, Gemini, is tomorrow, Tuesday the 20th, tomorrow, just light a black candle. You don't have to have anybody's name on it. I would put your name on the bottom of it, okay? You don't have, it can be one in glass, it can be a freestanding, I don't care. It can be a birthday candle, whatever you've got, just a black candle. Set it with the intention of banishing whatever tie this person has to you. Not a cord cutting, not any of that, that you're banishing whatever tie they have to you. And then watch. You asked to know what was stopping you from moving forward. You asked to know what it was you needed to do to get here, get there, whatever. You asked, Gemini, you asked. Now it's time for you to do the little thing, right? It's time for you to do the little part, the physical part that you need to do, that spirit can't do, and watch what happens. Watch what happens. It's going to be a very interesting week. A very interesting week. Okay? Not a bad week. Just a very interesting week. Very determined. Very, very, very resolved. Okay? Stones for Gemini. Anything black. Anything black. I'm just going to leave it at that because there are a ton of black stones. Anything black. The sharper, the better. Anything black. You're the tiger this week. You're the tiger this week. Thank you, J-Dub. I appreciate that. All right, where's my little Cancer babies at? Where's my little Cancer babies at? Y'all. Oh, hell. All right. I had already words are not my friend. I was about to say I had already going to pull a card out for you. I was already going to pull a card out for you and you threw that one. So we're going to set that over there because it fell sideways. I picked it up exactly the way it fell and put it right on the desk. But I went ahead and pulled the other card that I was about to pull out. That's a lot. That's a lot. I actually feel like it's because you already had this one here and you don't need a third one. Okay. What do I think about this, Cancer? I swear to God, if we have feral Cancers this week, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. The Exile, strategy, lost valor, sorrow, trauma, okay? Then you have resilience. This is Thanatos, okay. I was about to get mad. Thanatos is completion, support, and expediency. I'm not going to lie, because when I started to turn it over, I saw this right here, and I was like, motherfucker. Cancers, it is a feely-feel week for you. It is a feely-feel week for you. Y'all are definitely going to be... Y'all are going to be little crabby crabs this week. Let me talk to you guys. Let me just talk to you guys that have Cancers in your life. You know those times when the Cancers get into that poor pitiful me mode and they're like, everything is going wrong and everything is me and blah 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 blah. That's the Cancers this week. It's the Cancers this week. Cancers, we love the shit out of you, okay? Like, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. We love the shit out of you, okay? But y'all are in the poor, pitiful me. Y'all are in the poor, pitiful me this week. You feel like everything is your fault. You're reliving every trauma. You're going through every little thing. You're thinking about how everything happens to you. Like all of those things, okay? That is the first part of your week. I'm going to say until Thursday. You guys are going to be all in this whole, nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. Guess I'll go eat worms. Who knows that song? Nobody likes me, everybody hates me, guess I'll go eat worms. That's the Cancers this week. That's your theme song. That's your theme song. I'm making light of it, but it is going to be a rough few days, Cancer. It is going to be a rough few days. You are going to be having a lot of your old traumas, your old shadow work, all of these old triggers, and it's all going to start with one little thing, right? It's all going to start with one little thing, whether it's something you see on TV or something that you heard somebody across the office say or whatever. It's going to start with one little thing, one little trigger, okay? Friday's going to be a little different, okay? Friday, you're going to have all of that resilience, right? All of that amazing Cancer, crab, pincer type resilience, right? All of it. You're going to be ready to snap. You're going to be ready to be like, I got this. Like, you're going to be all about it. You're back on your bullshit. You're having a good day. You've ate your Wheaties. You drank your coffee. Like, all the things, right? So Friday is going to be the best day of the week for you. Saturday and Sunday is where this comes in. And notice that it's sideways, right? This straight, flat energy. I'm going to advise that even though on Friday you make plans to do all of these things that are going to help you complete things, right? It's not going to be the weekend for it. Whether it's that you're going to get a bunch of snow dumped on you or whatever. It's not the weekend for it. Because completion, support, and expediency, you're going to feel the need to go this weekend, but you're not going to be able to. So this weekend is going to be frustrated. You're going to be frustrated as shit. It's going to be frustrating. You're going to be frustrated as shit this weekend, Cancers. It is going to be a little bit of a rough week. It's going to be a little bit of a rough week. So if you guys have Cancers in your life, know that it's going to be a rough week for them. They're going to be snappy. They're going to be this. They're going to start fights. Y'all are, now Cancers, you are next week going to have to do some apologizing. I know you guys don't apologize, but you're going to have to do some apologizing. It's just going to be one of those weeks where you're just crabby. You're just crabby. We love you. We love you, okay? We love you. Cancer, my advice for this weekend is, even though on Friday you're going to want to plan to go do all this shit to like be done with all this stuff and make new plans, my advice is for you to plan a weekend of just hunkering down. Just hunkering down. Yeah. Plan a weekend of binge watching your favorite show. Plan a weekend of just sitting at the house. Like, plan a weekend of not doing anything, Cancer, okay? And just enjoy. Just enjoy. Okay? Before I draw for Leos, let me actually give you guys your stones. Stones for Cancers. I'm going to say obsidian. Obsidian and lapis. Obsidian and lapis. Because I feel like y'all need that protection and y'all need to be reminded that we still love you and that you are awesome. And I am 100% going to give you the crab. I am 100% going to give you the crabby crab. The crabby crab, because that's what you are. All right. Now, really, Leos. Leos just tried to throw like half of the deck. But then, my lovely little Leos, y'all just tried to throw like half the deck at me. And this card fell face up, and I'm going to show it to you first. This was the last card that came out, but I'm going to show it to you first. And this is the good luck card, my little Leos. This is the good luck card, my lovely Leos. And you start off with the Mother of Dawn, which is beauty, agency, and compassion. And then you have willpower. Oh, Leos, this is going to be a great fucking week for you. This is going to be a great week for you. You are lucky as shit. Everything just goes your way this week. This is a great week for you to make decisions because of that willpower. Also because of this right here, the Mother of Dawn. This is creation. This is starting over. This new moon did something amazing for you. Not only did it reset something inside of here, inside of you that needed to be reset. It wasn't a big reset. It was like just enough, right? Like just enough. Just boop, just flip the little switchy switch. You are feeling your Wheaties. You are feeling your oats. You are feeling all the mojo. So if you have a partner that is a Leo, just get you some Gatorades and some snacky snacks because it's bow chicka bow bow time. So I'm just saying, if you are a single Leo, maybe this is the week to go on that date. I don't know. Maybe you need to be on the prowl. I don't know what you need to do. But you know what I'm saying. We're going to stop there before TikTok gets on to me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying what I'm saying. This is also a week, Leo, where this is a good week for you to make decisions about your future. This is a good week because you, A, have the drive, B, have the willpower, and C, everything will just kind of fall into place how it needs to be if you plan it this week. Now, you do need to be realistic. You do need to be realistic. I say that because I know you Leos. I know you Leos. I have gifted the world 2 of you. I know you. And I know that sometimes you start to make plans and they go from a plan like this, like a manageable plan, to something like this. Like this. Like this. Like it just, and it goes like this so fast that you don't realize that it's already like this until you can't hold the plan anymore. So my only thing, Leos, is I'm going to say don't let this plan get so big that it's overwhelming too fast, okay? Put the bare bones in place this week, right? If your goal is to move, like say you want to move to a different state, put that into the universe. I want to move to a different state this year. Okay, be realistic. Not, I want to move to a different state next week, okay? You might find something really bad happening. But You want to put the bare bones into the universe, right? I want to move to a different state this year. I want a better job or a promotion that moves me. Like, do you see what I mean? Put those in place first. All the dream things you can do later, okay? But Leos, this is a very, very powerful week for you. Be careful what comes out of your face because of this good luck card right here. If you aren't careful at what comes out of your face, you are going to find that you're going to have some half-baked manifestations. Okay? And I use the example that you need to make sure that you have it as airtight as possible because you need to think of the universe like a genie. They will find a back door to anything. Okay? They will, 100%. They will find a back door to anything. You say that you need $200,000 and then suddenly, you know, you lose a parent and that's your life insurance that you get. Do you see what I mean? Like, just be careful what comes out of your face this week, Leos. Otherwise, it is a phenomenal week for you. It's a phenomenal week for you. I'm here for it. I love it. I'm here for it. I love it. Phenomenal week for you, Leos. Stones for Leos. I am also going to give you citrine. I'm going to give you citrine and amethyst. And if you have ametrine, even better, because that's both of them. Just saying. Just saying. Y'all are the parrot this week. Y'all are the parrot this week. All right. Where's my Virgo-y Virgos at? Where is my Virgo-y Virgos at? If you guys are new to watching me, please make sure that you go and you watch your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising. That will give you a good blueprint for the week of how you're going to be. If you are a huge astrology nerd and you know all of your placements, you can listen to all of your placements and know exactly how your week's going to be. I do this every single Monday at 8:30 Central. Are we ready, Virgos? Are you ready, Virgos? The Keeper of Whispers, which is madness, curiosity, and forbidden knowledge. Everything Virgos like. And then you have good fortune upside down. Do I have my deck upside down again? No, because then you have eternal charisma. Okay. Yeah, I don't have my deck upside down. Weird. Virgos. No financial decisions this week. No financial decisions this week. Okay, let that sink in. And I know that every Virgo was like, but. No buts. No buts. Okay? No butts, no cuts, no coconuts. No financial decisions this week. Be very mindful. You know what? Let me just put those down. Like, they keep irritating me. Let me just put those down. Be very mindful this week, Virgos, of your wallet. Be very mindful this week of where your money is going. Be very mindful this week. This is a good week to be curious about how many subscriptions do you have out there for, Netflix. How many things are you paying for? This is a very good week for that. It's a very good week for that. Be curious about it. Find out where your money is going, Virgos. This is not a week for you to make money decisions, okay? Do not quit your job this week. Do not go look for a new job this week. I mean, if you need a job, obviously go look for one. But like, if you already have a job, this is not a week for you to start thinking like, I'm going to quit my job this week. Like, no, okay? This is a week for you to be in the world, okay? Normally, Virgos are of the world. You guys are you're all about the bottom line. You're all about perfection. You're all like, you are the chaotic earth sign. But you are all about goals and drive and go, 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 go. But this is a week for you to be in the world, okay? This is a week for you to be in the world. This is a great week, Virgos. I know some of you guys are going to hate me for this next thing, but this is a great week for you to actually watch the news. Okay? This is a great week for you to actually watch the news. This is a great week for you to get caught up on current events. This is a great week for you to be paying attention to everything around you. Okay? This is a great week for you to check in with friends you haven't heard from in a while. This is a great week for you to look at, check in with family, like all of those things. This is a great week for you to just check in. I think that you're going to find, Virgo, that there's a lot of things that you have either been on the outside of, you haven't really been paying attention, you know what I mean? Like you've been flying over something instead of seeing all of the things down here. This is just a good week for you to re-ground yourself and check in. And grounding is the best term I can use for it. It's like socially grounding yourself, like grounding back to all your people and so on and so forth. Grounding back to the world, the universe, etc. It is a good week, Virgos, for you to ground yourself, period. Do things that you haven't done in a long time. If you have not, taken a ritual bath or shower in a long time, on purpose, actively done it just to do it. If you haven't cleansed your floors in a long time. If you live in a place where you're not going to get like super cold shit this week, this is a good week for you to go outside, stick your feet on the ground, etc. Do something that helps you ground this week, Virgos. That will help you tremendously. This is going to be it's a reset week for you in an interesting way, because you have allowed yourself to kind of get so disconnected from things in your pursuits of, manifestations, etc. You've allowed yourself, instead of being like in this range, you're here. So this is the week you get back down into normal range. You feel like you're plugged in again. Also, Virgos, the forbidden knowledge in here, this is a good week for you to dig into that book that you haven't read yet. This is a good week for you to get back to paying attention to some of those more advanced spiritual things. If you were thinking about getting back in school this next semester, like next fall or whatever, this is a good week to start on that. This is a good week for you to start some new learning. Okay? Like, I see you, Virgos. It's a good week for it. Stones for Virgos. Sapphire and turquoise. Sapphire and turquoise. Yes, dyed howlite will do if you don't have actual turquoise. If you don't have sapphires, by the way, I'm going to give you guys a little tip. This is off the subject, but on. If you do not have a sapphire, and by the way, if you don't know what the spiritual meaning of the sapphire is, you should look it up and you'll be like, I need sapphires. There are a lot of different colors of sapphires, whether you guys know that or not. Most people think of sapphire as blue, right? There is pink sapphires. There is, I don't know where, I have a ring of it. Can't find it. There is a sapphire that looks like silver sheen obsidian, but there are white sapphires, and lab created white sapphires are actually really cheap. You can find some really cool jewelry that is lab created white sapphires. And I know some people poo-poo the lab created gems, but a lot of the gems that are super polished, super in tune and powerful and stuff like that, the gold stones, carborundum, there's a lot of things that are man-made. Okay, so I'm just saying, still the same chemical makeup, still the same quality. I'm a fan of them, but lab created white sapphires are actually really cheap. They look a lot like diamonds. They're gorgeous. Just saying what I'm saying. If you don't have a sapphire, tiger's eye is going to be the next, like the easiest thing to find. So yeah. Virgos, you guys are the crane this week, like the bird. Okay? You guys are the crane this week. Libras came right out. They were like, here is my card. Here is my card. No, too many. Libras, I'm going to need you guys to take a breath. Okay? Just please. Big collective breath. We're going to try to put that exactly how it fell. Kind of whopper jawed. Make sure I got my deck back right side up. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. You'll have the Queen of Wrath. Wrath, instability, and suspicion. And then the card you flung out was the Knowledge card, and it is whopper-jawed, meaning it's going like this. And then you have Intuition. We have just flat-out angry Libras this week. We have straight-up angry Libras this week. You cannot talk sense into them. My nose is itching. Somebody's talking about me. You cannot talk any sense into them. They are not going to listen because of this right here. The Knowledge card's not upside down, but it's like this. They aren't going to listen. They do not care if you say, well, I know that you're mad that the sky is blue, but it can't turn it red. They know that you can't turn the sky red, but they do not care. Okay? The Libras are just mad this week. A lot of this is the pendulum swinging really hard the other way. You guys have tried to be super nice for too long, and you're fed up. You're fed up. Wasn't Libra last week? Weren't you guys kind of like this then? Weren't you guys also this last week? Am I wrong? I feel like this has been, I feel like this was last week as well. I mean, y'all watched me shuffle. Like, y'all watched me shuffle. But I will say this, Libra, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, and this is weird. I feel like this is righteous anger because of that Intuition card. I feel like it's righteous anger. I feel like you're right to be suspicious of old Sheila over there. I feel like you're right to be suspicious of old Bubba over there. I feel like you're right to be mad at whatever you're mad at. I feel like you're right to be upset with blah, blah, blah. Like, I feel like all of this is righteous anger. I don't feel like any of this is misplaced. The only thing I'm going to say, the only thing that bothers me about this is this. Because this is the Knowledge card, meaning that you do not care what's coming out of your face this week. You do not care if what you're doing you know is the wrong thing. Because like I said, this is like this, meaning that it's doing that. Okay, it's whopper-jawed. And you flung this in the floor. And you started off with the Queen of Shadows, with wrath, instability, and suspicion. I feel like it's righteous. I feel like it's deserved. But I feel like you're going to have like an internal check, a word where you say, you know, okay, I might be getting out of hand a little bit. You probably need to have somebody that has a safety word, you know, so that way when you call them and you're like, oh, I'm so mad, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, hey, you know, did you buy a box of Cheerios this week? Like, whatever it is you need to say to get them to kind of woo-saw. Because Libras, you're not going to want to. You are not going to want to. At all. You're not going to want to. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you guys have a Libra in your life, know that they're spicy. Know that they are spicy this week. Do not say anything you don't want an honest answer to. Do not ask questions you already know the answer to. I'm just saying, Libras, you're probably going to be downright mean this week. You're probably going to be downright mean this week. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. I don't know what else to say, Libras. Like, you're just a ball of spice all week. I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset because I have a Libra moon. I'm a little upset about this. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want my Libra moon to be an angry fuck this week. I don't mind being spicy, but I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be angry. No. Okay. We just have angry Libras. We have angry Libras. Stones for Libras. Definitely howlite. Howlite is a stone that helps to calm anger. So definitely howlite. I'm going to say howlite and rose quartz. And I know that every Libra in here, when I said that, Libra, white and pink, you went, oh. You were hoping I would give you obsidian or shungite or something black and dark. Howlite and rose quartz. I'm going to give you the turtle this week. Not some powerful anger animal. I'm going to give you the turtle this week. I mean, if you've ever seen a turtle bite something, though, that's kind of a good thing for the Libras this week. If y'all have never seen a turtle snap something with that little beak they got, I'm just saying. Yeah, snapping turtles. We have them here in Oklahoma, and that's one thing as a kid. Like, if they've got the orange mark, don't put your finger down there. Don't put your finger down there. Well, my Oklahoman came out. Did you hear it? Don't put your finger down there. I apologize. I'm a little nervous, Scorpio. Oh, okay. Scorpio was like, here you go. Scorpio and Sagittarius. Scorpio is next. Here we go. Here we go, loop-de-doo. You know what? You kept trying to give that card too, so apparently you get 3 cards. And this one kept trying to come out on top of everything. I'm going to show it to you first. I don't know why, but I feel like I need to show this to you first, Scorpio. Intuition. Okay, intuition. The thinker. Knowledge. Knowledge, reinvention, introspection, like introduction. This is interesting. And I'm like, my whole brain is like, whoop, because see the eyeball? See how it's in a round area? Look at the top of his head. Sorry, like my whole brain is like. Now I'm really curious to see these cards. We just have magical Scorpios. I'm just going to let you know we have magical Scorpios this week. I need me a Scorpio in my life right now, I guess. We have a magical Scorpios. All right, so underneath you guys have change. And then on the top you have rebirth. You can't make this shit up. How the hell you guys have change and rebirth like that? Y'all are just some magic shits this week, Scorpios. Sacred geometry is your jam this week. You're going to be drawn to it. You're going to be drawing it. You're going to be watching it. You're going to be all the things. Sacred geometry is, you are all about it this week. Change, rebirth, and intuition. And this is the other thing. This is literally reinvention, change, and rebirth. You can't make this up. Knowledge and intuition. Y'all are some magical shits. I find it interesting also that you have 4 cards instead of 3. 4 is foundation. 4 is balance. God, Scorpios, this is a powerful week for you. Not only are you just like straight up magic this week, but this is a phenomenal week for you to put foundations in place. This is a phenomenal week that if you're fed up with something, if you don't want to do it anymore, if you're done, whatever, this is a phenomenal week for you to get back on track. This is a phenomenal week for you to be like, you know what? I now want to be this. Like, if you have been wanting to make a change, if you've been wanting to have this rebirth, this glow up, whatever the hell you want to call it, if you have been wanting to be more, if you've been wanting to move forward, this is the week to put all that in place. The fact that there are 4 cards, and that's foundation. Look up what the number 4 is for y'all. Actually, I have lunchtime learning coming out tomorrow with numerology. But anyway, number 4 is a big thing for you. Sacred geometry, big thing for you. Your brain is going to be working 90 to nothing this week, Scorpios. You are going to be, this is that week where you guys are like, like there's no in between, right? There's no downtime for you. There is either on full blast or asleep. That is the Scorpios this week. On full blast or asleep. I cannot say enough how powerful this week is for you, Scorpios. I can't say how powerful this week is for you because it is beyond anything that you are imagining right now. This is beyond anything that you have been dreaming up, thinking, etc. The way that you feel this week, you feel like you can truly change the world. You can truly change anything around you. Now, I am going to say be very careful with this feeling because every Scorpio is going to feel like this. And just like every other zodiac, there are good Scorpios and there are bad Scorpios, okay? There are going to be some Scorpios that are in power that are going to make some very bold, very bad moves this week. Mark my words. Because they're going to feel like they can do no wrong. They don't have anything at all to lose. They don't care. So Scorpio, be careful when you're making decisions this week that you don't get in that mindset of, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. Remind yourself of what you do have to lose, okay? Before you like head on into the decisions that might not be the best ones for you. But I will say, Scorpio, this is the week to make the change. This is 100% the week to make the change, okay? You want it, go get it. You want it, go get it, Scorpio. And trust your gut this week. Let's say that you are looking to, get a promotion, get transferred to another town, another state, whatever, move, etc. And your gut is like, well, maybe put in a resume with our competitor. Do it. You might have been in that company 15 years and be super happy, but do it, okay? Follow your gut this week, Scorpios, because it will not steer you wrong. This is the card that kept trying to come out on the top, and then I was like, let me just show this to you first. Just saying. Just saying. It's a phenomenal week for you, Scorpios. This is a phenomenal week for you. Stones for Scorpios. Any type of moldavite, meteorite, Columbianite, any kind of tektite is going to be fantastic for you, especially moldavite this week. Rutilated quartz is also going to be a good one. The gold rutile, that is going to be a really great one. So if you don't have either of those, clear quartz and fluorite are going to be the best things. Clear quartz and fluorite. But yeah, moldavite is going to be your friend this week. Moldavite's going to be your friend this week. I know some of y'all are scared of it, but this is the week for it, Scorpios. I'm serious. This is the week for it. Y'all are the whale. Specifically the beluga whale. I don't know why, but specifically somebody tell me what the beluga whale is. I want to know. Why did I just give you that? Spiritual meaning of beluga whale. I want to know. The beluga whale spiritually symbolizes communication, community, and playfulness, often linked to the crown chakra due to its white color, representing the sacred truth and pure love. It signifies open expression, adaptability, navigating challenges with grace, and nurturing deep, non-attached relationships, enjoying inner peace, joyful connection, and social bonds. Adaptability, resilience, purity, spirit. Okay. Community and connection. Okay. I don't know. It is what it is. All right. Are we ready for Sagittarius? Let me make sure I don't have my decks upside down. We ready for Sagittarius? Just saying. Looky there. We all learned something new. What the beluga whale meant spiritually. All right. Shit. Okay, so some of the cards in here are upside down because those were upside down. That is so weird. But they fell out and it was two and we're going to leave them like that. Son of a bitch. Like they fell out. Sagittarius, you guys have the Prince, which is the lost adversary. This is sorrow, lost valor, and serendipity. The two cards that fell out, the one on the bottom is navigation upside down, and then you have karmic justice upside down. You just feel let down this week. You don't know why. You just feel let down this week. This full moon, this new moon this weekend, yesterday, was very intense for you. And it was intense in a different way. Even though this was a reset and this was the first new moon of the year and this is the time that you were ready to, I don't know, new beginnings, start over, etc. It just didn't happen. Like you feel let down. You feel like you didn't harness this new moon. You feel like you didn't get out of it what you normally get out of it. Like you just feel let down. You just feel let down, Sagittarius. That feeling is going to continue this week. And I hate that. I hate that. You're also very, like, just melancholy this week. Not so much stoic. In between stoic and melancholy. Because you're not quite in that, like, poor, pitiful me aspect. But you aren't happy either. You have that feeling that you're just let down. You have that feeling that, like, just nothing... You feel like nothing is going right, but you can't pinpoint what's not going right. Does that make sense? Like, I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So you're just kind of here. You're just kind of here. I will say this. You are phenomenal at playing devil's advocate this week. You are phenomenal at helping people ground this week. Like when somebody comes to you and they're like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And they have all these grandiose ideas, right? You're very good this week without completely crashing everything for them at being like, well, but have you thought about this? You know, like what about, you know, money? Like you're very good at that, right? You're very good at that this week. And I think that the people that are going to be coming around you into your energetic bubble are... They need that grounding. They need that grounding. And I hate that you are the one that gives it to them. Because they are used to you always being on board with their craziness. Like, as a Sagittarius, when somebody's like, here's the party I want to bring. You're like, let's fucking go, bitch. Like, let me plan the drinks. Like, when someone comes to you with the craziness, you're about it. But this week, when you play devil's advocate, they're actually going to listen. Because you don't normally say this, right? You don't normally give them the like, well, hold on a minute. Like, let's just time out. Let's pause. You don't normally give them that. So when they come to you with this stuff and you say, let's just think a little bit, they actually listen. And here's the thing. Toward the end of the week, you're going to see where you're keeping some of these people out of trouble. Like, you may have your best friend come to you and be like, oh my God, I want to go get just shit-faced drunk this week. We're going to go blah, 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 blah. And normally you'd be like, yeah, and you'd be all about it. But this week you're like, you know, we did that last week. What if, now hear me out, we just had a girls' night. And we went shopping and then had dinner and then hung out and watched whatever. And since your best friend is used to you being on board with them, they're going to be like, oh, you know what? That does sound fun. And then maybe the place that they were going to go or the people that she was going to go with or whatever get in a car accident. Or you know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to say that Sagittarius, whatever it is that you say this week, Monday through Friday, whatever kind of melancholy, like devil's advocate you say, do, you're going to see it full on in motion this weekend. So if you have a crazy idea, you might ask your Sagittarius friend and see what they say. Because, and really trust their answer. Because whatever they say to you is going to keep you out of trouble. Okay? Whatever they say to you is going to keep you out of trouble. Which is very uncharacteristic for the Sagittariuses. Because they usually are the one that's all about whatever it is you're going to do. Sagittarius, this is not a good week for you to make decisions. This is not a good week for you to put big plans in place. This is not a week for you to be stressed about new beginnings. I know that you feel let down, and I know that this new moon, this was your new moon. This was the first new moon of the year. Like, you were all about it, right? And I know that you feel let down, but just kind of let that feeling ride, okay? Just let that feeling ride this week, all right? Don't stress about it. Don't make any big decisions. If you need to check out and sit back for a little bit, watch TV, you know, come play some WoW with us, like whatever it is you want to do, check out a little bit this week, okay? I can't guarantee that it will help that feeling of being let down, but it will help you process through some shit, okay? Does that make sense? It is going to be an interesting week. And I will say that this weekend is going to be really good because you'll see a lot of these things happening in motion. And then you'll be able to be like, which every Sagittarius loves. Every Sagittarius loves to be right. So as you see these things happening, yeah, you're going to be like, yeah. So a big dose of personal power for you this weekend, Sagittarius. Just saying. Stones for Sagittarius. Silver, definitely, like rings, jewelry, earrings, etc. Silver is going to be a big thing for you this week. I'm going to say quartz and citrine. Quartz because that clarity, that amplification of your intuition and so on. And then citrine because you need the happiness. You need the happiness this week. I'm serious. You need the happiness. You were the butterfly this week, Sagittarius. I know that nothing was about transformation in your read, but you are the butterfly this week. You are the butterfly this week. It's going to be an interesting week. It is going to be a very interesting week. These were some interesting Zodiac reads. Unsure what I think about some of them. Thinking about my big three and going, what the fuck? gonna have to go back and listen to my own Zodiacs, which I don't do. Yeah. All right. I love you guys. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Yeah. I will see you tomorrow.